Okay, this is exam 3 solution set. The first question is to evaluate this expression. And so we know negative 2/4 can be simplified as negative half. So the expression is 625 raised by negative 1/2. Negative means we can write as 1 as a numerator, 1 over 625. But now 625 raised by half, no more negative signs. That's what a negative exponent means. Negative exponent means the multiplicative inverse of it. So we put a 1 over. Now 625 raised by half is square root of 625. So which number is squared to be 625? Which is 25. So the answer for number 1 is 1 over 25. For the second one, we want to simplify. I think most people did this one right. The numerator, we can factor as x minus 5 times x minus 6. So two binomials. And the denominator is the difference of two squares. So it can be factored as x minus 5 times x plus 5. Then we see common factor in the numerator and in the denominator. So it's x minus 5 divides x minus 5 becomes 1. Right? 1 in the numerator, 1 in the denominator. Then we're left with 1 times x minus 6, which is just x minus 6. The denominator is 1 times x plus 5, which is just x plus 5. Let's see 3. We see radicals. We're adding two radicals. So which means we need a like radicand. Like forms, right? Like terms. We can only add 3x to 2x. Same thing for radicals. When the index is the same and the radicands are same, we call them like radicals. Like a square root 2, right? If we have 1 square root 2 plus 2 square root 2, square root 2 is a like radicand. So we would have 3 radical, 3 square root 2. So we need to simplify the radicand for each. 8, we see is 2 times 4. 8, number 8 is 2 times 4. And we know square root of 4 is 2. X cubed is x squared times x. So in this one, we have 2 square, x squared, so they come out. So we have -4, -7 first, -7 multiplied by square root of ax cubed. Now it becomes -7 times 2, because square root of 4 is 2, times x, because x squared square root is x. But then we still have 2x inside the square root sign. Right? We see this, we see this 2 still here. We see this x still here. Those two still under the square root sign. So the first term was simplified to be -7 times 2x times the square root of 2x. Well, -7 times 2x, that's -14x. So now the radicand is 2x, cannot be simplified further. So adding, now let's take a look at the second term. Well, 4 times, think about 18 to be split as 2 times 9. 2 times 9. X cubed is the same thing, can be split as x squared times x. Right? The square root of 9, we know it, which is 3. And square root of x squared is x. So we have 3x comes out. So that becomes 4 times 3x. Then you to be red colored. So 4 times 3x. Then square root of 2x. We still have 2x left inside. Right? 2x. But this 2x still under square root. So this is not obvious. This is 4 times 3x. What's 4 times 3x? It's 12x. So the first term is negative 14x times square root 2x. The second term is 12x square root 2x. We have like terms, like radicals, right? The radicands are the same as square root of 2x. Negative 14x plus 12x, that's negative 2x. So the answer is negative 2x square root of 2x. Okay, that's the first 3 questions. Now let's see 4, 5, 6. So we want to simplify this rational expression, right, with a minus sign in the middle. So the operation is subtraction. So we need common denominators. And this one, we observe, this one can be factored as x minus 2 times x minus 4. So the common denominator should be x minus 2 times x minus 4. Then we check the first term. The first term will only have factor of x minus 2. So we need x minus 4. So we multiply x minus 4. We'll do the same for the numerator. X minus 4. But in this case, we just multiply by 1. Any expression multiplied by 1, the value stays the same. Right? X minus 4 divides itself with just 1. Now we have a common denominator. Our common denominator is just x minus 2 times x minus 4. Okay, allow me to move here. I don't have to keep writing it. Now let's see the numerator. Numerator first, we have x minus 4 times x plus 4, difference of 2 squares. That's x squared minus 4 squared, which is 16. Then minus 5x minus 22. Okay. Let's check. Let's change to be purple color. So x squared, I don't have a like term. Negative 16, I do. Negative 16 minus 22 becomes negative 16 plus 22, right? So the numerator becomes x squared minus 5x minus 16 plus 22. That becomes plus 6. My denominator is still the same. My denominator is still x minus 2, x minus 4. Now the numerator can be factored as x minus 2 times x minus 3. Then divided by the denominator is, let me write it one more time, x minus 2 times x minus 4. We see we have a common factor in the numerator and in the denominator, which is x minus 2. So that cancel out. So the answer is just x minus 3 divided by x minus 4. Okay, that's the answer for 4. For 6, we want to find the domain of such function, right? This is rational expression. How do we find the domain? We take the denominator. We say the denominator cannot be 0 because in mathematics, we don't deal with dividing by 0. So we see not. So 2x minus 5, we say the denominator cannot be 0. That means 2x cannot be 5. That means x cannot be 5/2. Or 2.5 if you want. Right? It's all not equal to. Cannot be. If we be it, it causes 0 in the denominator. So how do we represent this in interval notation? We write it from -infinity up to 5/2 or 2.5. Close parenthesis, union 5/2 to positive infinity. So which means the real number line just omit one value, which is 5/2. So that's the domain of function, rational function, such in 5. Number 6, we want to solve these radical equations. So we have 2 terms on the left-hand side, or 1 term on the right-hand side. First, we want to simplify this equation. Maybe we want to combine like terms. Because -4 and -5 are constant. We want to move them to be on the one side. So we move -4 to the other side, become +4. Or thinking add 4 on both sides. Okay, so this side no more. And this side becomes -5 plus 4, which is -1. So I have -3 square root of x minus 1 equals to -1. So from here, what can we do? We can square both sides, or we can get rid of this -3 by dividing -3 on both sides. Well, on the right-hand side, -1 divided by -3 become positive 1/3. So no more -3 up front. Now we can square both sides. Square both sides. Square root cancel each other. So we just have x minus 1 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have 1/3 square, which becomes 1/9. 1/9. Then we move -1 to the other side, become +1. So x equals to 1 plus 1/9, or to 10/9. Because we can change 1 to be 9/9. Then 9 plus 1 is 10, so 10/9. So this is a solution for the first 6 questions. I'm going to make another video for the rest of it. Hopefully this helpful.